Hey, what's up, fam? I'm a little late on this review, but I figured there wasn't a time really that I could get to it without keeping myself from just being, being a salty guy about this whole thing, about this news chapter of Seven Deadly Sins, number 282. As I've been saying for the last few months, I've started reading Seven Deadly Sins when it first came out. I liked the first arc. After the first arc, it kind of went downhill a lot because there was way too many power level fluctuations. Most of the characters became irrelevant if your name wasn't Meliodas, Escanor, or Merlin. A lot of the cool characters they set up, like Hauser and Gil Thunder, have relatively no point to being there anymore. Even Arthur has kind of fallen off because now he got that power up from using Excalibur, and now it's like, oh, he can't use it properly. And even if he had, it doesn't look like he's going to be able to match up with people like Meliodas or the Demon King or even the Supreme Goddess at this point. There's going to be too many problems with them trying to hone the feel back in the series after recent events, especially now because the villain who completely turned my opinion around about the current flow of the series, uh, who laid all this stuff around the series. He's probably the best built villain within Seven Deadly Sins. Mel Starosa, obviously originally named Mel, got mind fucked into being changing to he's Estarosa, and pretty much being the point that ended the war. He had this really cool spot between being between the Goddess Clan and the Demon Clan, being this fallen angel, having both the powers of light and darkness. Also with the fact that the overall kind of point to the story, the thing that changed a lot between the war between the Goddess Clan and the Demon Clan was Meliodas and as Elizabeth and their love that kind of ended up shifting a lot of things around. And you had uh, Male, who was the strongest under the Supreme Goddess, who also had a thing for Elizabeth, and who was Meliodas' like other side rival, and he ends up losing the woman that he wanted the to literally his mortal enemy, and it's really well put together about how where he kind of stood in the series about being this villain, and not only that, like he his form that he had looked cool, where he looked like this big like weird cloaked channeler. He has like this robe and like the big draped cover on his face, this veil with the style of the darkness and how it kind of is drawn in that creeping kind of like tendrils, and you had like the shimmer of the light type magic on his around his hands, and with the half, darkness wings, one half angel wings. It just made his design look really cool. He had the best, like I said, kind of going around how he kind of got in this position and where he stood, in, as well as the way that he was built up and the way that he exists in the lore. He pretty much was and still is the best villain in the series. He's built fantastically within the context of how the story is written, and he should be the final villain. It doesn't look like he's going to be the final villain. My concerns about it be switching to either Meliodas or the Demon King, the Supreme Goddess, looks like they're going to be true, which I'm fucking super irritated about that. I thought about putting like a cover in front of this review, it's like salt warning, but I don't want to I don't want to give this any more time than it has. Luckily, I at least have this cool cover picture of Meliodas as the volume cover backdrop behind Natsu. It's just I don't get how this is gonna do well for this series. They took such a well built character, and they're come out to bring in the end villains who are guys that it's like, oh yeah, they're powerful, but there's nothing behind them about it. Where we have Mills Rosa, who fits so well into final villain status for the story, and he's been built up since pretty much the beginning, and yet he just going over the chapter. I mean, I don't even need to go into the details. I can just TLDR the living shit out of this. Let me just tell you pretty much what happened. What happens? Gowther goes into Maelsteros' head. King's like, I don't know if I can catch him in time, and if I do stuff, I might hurt Gowther. And then he's in Gauther's head. Gauther, it's like I guess revealed why Gauther looks like that. It was the original Gauther's, like I guess his lover, and that's why Puppet Gauther looks like a girl, which is kind of creepy. Just like think about it. You make your companion doll look like somebody you used to have sex with. I guess that would makes me wonder if he was supposed to be a sex doll, kind of. I don't know. It's kind of weird now that I think about it. But he pretty much talks to Mail and all the like. I like the design that the commandments have. They have pretty much like a little physical form, and you have this big weird kind of looks like a demon dick. This big lumpy golem looking thing, a slime, and a I don't know, big head, like malformed guy. I thought it was cool they had kind of like representation forms, and I think it's kind of weird they have personalities. I don't know, but the whole thing about this is Mills Gowther talks to him and he's like, "Hey, do these things," and then he just kind of goes, "Get out of here!" And then the commandments leave him. I'm guessing they're going to go to Meliodas, and now Mail is just back to being Mail. He's, I guess, fully cured. I mean, it's so stupid. Why did they do that? He literally gets undone of being this great villain because a sex doll says, "Don't do that," and he's like, "You're right." It, it's it's garbage. It's absolute fucking garbage. And I've been trying to contain myself a little bit in this video, but it just pisses me off because it's different when you pick up a series and you enjoy it, and then it goes down. And you're like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this anymore. But then when it picks up really well and you get that stride again, you get that original feel, and it makes you really happy to see it completely thrown away like this. It's just depressing, and it's not like a. It doesn't even feel like a it doesn't feel like a shonen moment. It legitimately this feels like a fan fiction. This feels like a poor fan fiction. If it was like I don't know, I would have preferred it to him being the villain and Meliodas and literally just Meliodas and Elizabeth do some like combined I don't know like a we win for love bullshit. Like at least that would be like okay, it fits into the style of the story of their like pretty much uh, angelic and demon Romeo and Juliet. I mean, just this is just so stupid. I can't believe that he did this, and now I'm just gonna probably be salty again. And I want to keep reviewing the series, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it without seeming like an asshole because I'm so pissed off about where this is going now. And I'm just guessing now it's gonna be like, oh, the Demon King's here. Oh God, what is his relevance to the story? He's really powerful and he's tall. Okay, let's skip over this guy who has multiple different criterias to fit as the final villain. Fuck it, I guess. Fuck it. So yeah. So tell me what you think about. Tell me what you think about the chapter and the description. I think it is 10 out of 10 garbage. There's nothing good about this. You know what? 9 out of 10 garbage because the little monster designs are cool. That's about it. Other than that, I mean, check out my other videos. I do mostly manga stuff, Fairy Tail, Eden Zero, and Black Clover. I'll be reviewing some animes soon, more for the channel. I'm gonna do a live stream later today. I'm gonna go to the store in a little bit, gonna get a couple things, and then I'll come back do a stream. You know, just bullshit and do whatever. We can hang out and talk. And thank you if you're already subscribed to the channel. If you aren't, I'd appreciate if you would subscribe. But otherwise, thank you very much for listening. Bye.